Let me ask you something many men wonder about but rarely feel comfortable discussing. What really happens if you ejaculate every day? Does it strengthen your health, or could it gradually work against you? Can it improve your mood and confidence, or does it eventually reduce your energy and desire? These are important questions, and if you've ever asked yourself any of them, you're certainly not alone. Today, we're going to replace confusion with facts. I'll explain the 4 biggest benefits of ejaculating regularly, the 4 situations where daily ejaculation may become a problem, and most importantly, how to decide what works best for your body, your lifestyle, and your health goals. By the end of this discussion, you'll have a much clearer understanding of what healthy sexual habits actually look like, without guilt, fear, or misinformation. Before we begin, please tell me in the comments where you're watching from, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Every week I share honest, science-based men's health advice, designed to help you stay healthier, stronger, and more confident at every stage of life. Let's start by clearing up the biggest misunderstandings surrounding this topic. There is no single answer that applies to every man. Before we talk about the benefits and potential drawbacks, we need to clear up one of the biggest misconceptions surrounding this topic. Many people are looking for a simple yes or no answer. They want to know whether ejaculating every day is either healthy or harmful. The truth is far more personal than that. Biologically, every man's body is different. Factors such as age, hormone levels, overall health, stress, sleep quality, medications, and relationship status all influence how your body responds to sexual activity. Some men feel energized, relaxed, and emotionally balanced with daily ejaculation. Others may notice lower desire, temporary fatigue, or changes in their sexual response if the habit doesn't match their body's needs. That's why no single schedule works for everyone. Emotionally, many men carry unnecessary guilt or confusion because they've grown up hearing myths instead of facts. Some believe daily ejaculation is damaging, while others assume more is always better. Neither belief tells the whole story. Healthy sexual behavior isn't measured by frequency alone. It's measured by how it affects your physical health, emotional well-being, relationships, and daily life. Practically, I encourage every man to think of this conversation as guidance rather than a strict rulebook. Instead of asking, how often should every man ejaculate? Ask yourself, how does my body respond? If you're sleeping well, maintaining good energy, enjoying healthy relationships, and feeling physically comfortable, your routine may already be working for you. Understanding your own body is far more valuable than following myths or comparing yourself with someone else. Now that we've established there isn't one universal answer, let's begin with the first 2 benefits many men experience when ejaculation occurs as part of a healthy, balanced lifestyle. The key phrase here is healthy balance, because that's what makes the difference. The first benefit is improved mood and emotional well-being. Biologically, ejaculation triggers the release of several important brain chemicals, including endorphins, dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. Together, these chemicals help reduce stress, encourage relaxation, strengthen feelings of connection, and create a natural sense of reward. Emotionally, many men notice they feel calmer, less anxious, and better able to handle everyday pressures after sexual release. Practically, this can translate into greater patience, improved emotional balance, and a healthier response to daily stress instead of carrying tension throughout the day. The second benefit is better sleep quality. After orgasm, the body naturally releases prolactin, a hormone associated with relaxation and the transition into sleep. Combined with the calming effects of oxytocin and endorphins, this creates an environment that makes falling asleep easier for many men. Biologically, your nervous system shifts into a more relaxed state. Emotionally, racing thoughts often settle down. Practically, many men experience deeper, more refreshing sleep, allowing them to wake feeling more rested, mentally sharper, and physically prepared for the day ahead. Like any healthy habit, the goal isn't simply frequency, but finding the routine that helps your body function at its best. The next 2 benefits extend beyond sexual wellness. They involve systems that influence your overall health, including your circulation and your prostate. When viewed from a medical perspective, these effects remind us that sexual health is closely connected to the rest of the body. The third benefit is improved blood circulation. Biologically, sexual arousal and orgasm cause your blood vessels to widen while temporarily increasing heart rate and blood flow. This process delivers more oxygen and nutrients throughout the body, including the muscles, brain, and reproductive organs. Healthy circulation also supports normal erectile function because erections rely on efficient blood flow. Emotionally, many men feel more confident when their body responds naturally and consistently. Practically, maintaining healthy circulation contributes not only to sexual performance, but also to long-term cardiovascular health, making it another reason to pay attention to your overall wellness rather than focusing on one part of the body alone. The fourth benefit involves prostate health. Research has suggested that men who ejaculate more frequently may have a lower risk of developing certain prostate problems over time. One theory is that regular ejaculation helps the prostate empty its secretions more efficiently, reducing the buildup of inflammatory substances and older cells within the gland. Emotionally, this provides reassurance for men concerned about maintaining prostate health as they age. Practically, however, it's important to remember that ejaculation alone is not a substitute for regular prostate examinations, healthy eating, exercise, or routine medical care. It should be viewed as one possible part of a much broader approach to protecting your long-term health. Now that we've explored the potential benefits, it's equally important to discuss the situations where daily ejaculation may begin working against you instead of supporting your well-being. The first concern isn't about frequency itself, it's about control. Biologically, your brain is designed to seek rewarding experiences. Every ejaculation triggers the release of dopamine, the chemical associated with pleasure and motivation. When this reward system is repeatedly stimulated without balance, some men may begin relying on that feeling as their primary source of comfort. Over time, the brain starts craving the reward more often, making the behavior feel less like a choice and more like a habit that's difficult to resist. Emotionally, this can create frustration, guilt, or disappointment, especially if you find yourself turning to ejaculation whenever you feel stressed, lonely, bored, or anxious. Instead of solving those emotions, the habit may temporarily cover them while the underlying issues remain unchanged. Many men don't realize this shift is happening until it begins affecting their confidence or daily routine. Practically, ask yourself one honest question. Am I choosing this, or does it feel like it's choosing me? If daily ejaculation starts interfering with your work, relationships, responsibilities, or ability to concentrate, it's worth taking a step back. Healthy sexual behavior should fit naturally into your life, not take control of it. The goal is to enjoy your sexuality while maintaining balance, self-awareness, and control over your decisions. The second drawback isn't really about ejaculation itself. It's about why you're doing it. Motivation matters just as much as frequency. Biologically, sexual release naturally lowers stress hormones and increases chemicals that create a temporary sense of relief. While that's perfectly normal, problems can develop if ejaculation becomes your only way of dealing with difficult emotions. If every stressful day, lonely evening, or frustrating moment automatically leads to sexual release, your brain may begin relying on one coping strategy while neglecting healthier ones. Emotionally, this can prevent you from addressing the real source of stress. Instead of working through anxiety, relationship challenges, boredom, or sadness, you simply postpone those feelings for a short time. Practically, it's healthier to view ejaculation as one form of stress relief alongside exercise, meaningful relationships, hobbies, quality sleep, mindfulness, and other positive habits. The third drawback mainly affects men who are actively trying to conceive. Biologically, sperm production is continuous, but the body still needs time to replenish sperm concentration after ejaculation. When ejaculation occurs every day during fertility efforts, semen may contain fewer sperm than if there had been a short recovery period. Emotionally, this can become frustrating for couples hoping to start a family. Practically, many fertility specialists recommend ejaculating every 2 to 3 days during the most fertile part of a partner's cycle to help maximize sperm concentration. This isn't about avoiding ejaculation altogether. It's simply about adjusting the timing to support your specific reproductive goals while keeping the overall approach balanced and healthy. The final two drawbacks aren't experienced by every man, but they're worth understanding because they often develop gradually. Most men don't notice them until they begin affecting confidence and intimacy. The fourth drawback is reduced sensitivity or declining desire. Biologically, your brain constantly adapts to repeated stimulation. When ejaculation becomes highly repetitive, especially if it follows the same routine every day, your dopamine response can become less intense over time. This doesn't mean you've permanently lost sensitivity. It simply means your nervous system may need variety or occasional recovery to respond with the same level of excitement. Emotionally, some men describe feeling less motivated, less interested in intimacy, or finding that arousal isn't as spontaneous as it once was. Practically, taking an occasional break for a few days can help many men feel refreshed and restore their natural responsiveness. The fifth drawback involves conditioning your body for speed instead of control. If ejaculation regularly happens as quickly as possible, your nervous system begins learning that pattern. Over time, this can make it more difficult to slow down during intimacy with a partner, increasing the likelihood of performance concerns such as premature ejaculation or anxiety. Biologically, your brain is simply repeating what it has practiced. Emotionally, this can reduce confidence and create unnecessary pressure. Practically, slow down your routine, focus on relaxed breathing, practice greater body awareness, and remember that intimacy isn't a race. Training your body for patience rather than speed often leads to greater comfort, confidence, and satisfaction over the long term. So, after everything we've discussed today, what's the real answer? Is ejaculating every day healthy? The truth is that it depends on your body, your lifestyle, and your goals. There isn't a number that works for every man. What matters most is how your body responds and whether the habit is improving or reducing your overall well-being. Biologically, pay attention to the signals your body gives you. Are you sleeping well? Do you wake up feeling energetic? Is your libido healthy? Are your erections reliable? Do you recover well after intimacy? These are far better indicators than simply counting how often you ejaculate. Your body is constantly giving you feedback if you're willing to listen. Emotionally, don't let guilt or internet myths dictate how you feel about your sexual health. Healthy sexuality should leave you feeling relaxed, confident, and in control, not anxious, ashamed, or dependent. If you ever notice persistent changes in your erections, pain, blood in your semen, urinary symptoms, or a sudden loss of sexual desire, don't ignore them. Those are medical concerns that deserve a professional evaluation. Practically, I encourage you to experiment responsibly. Try different frequencies and pay attention to your energy, mood, sleep, and overall quality of life. If you're trying to conceive, adjust your routine accordingly. If you're in a relationship, communicate openly with your partner about your needs and expectations. If today's discussion helped you understand your body a little better, please like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss future men's health topics. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Do you think daily ejaculation helps you, or have you found another routine that works better? Remember, your goal isn't to follow someone else's rules. It's to understand your own body, make informed choices, and build habits that support your health, confidence, and vitality for years to come.